Shalom, my friends. Today, we are going to do something different. I am making a very bold claim. This is the only video you need to watch to change your life. I know you have watched hundreds of videos like this. You have read the books. You have listened to the gurus. You are searching, always searching, for that one missing piece, that one secret that will finally make everything click. I am telling you with all the conviction in my soul that the secret you are looking for is in this video. If you truly listen, if you truly internalize the one single idea I am about to share with you, you can delete all the other self-help videos from your playlist. This is it, the master key. By the end of this video, you will understand the one shift in consciousness that is the difference between a life of struggle and a life of infinite abundance, purpose, and joy. But for this to work, I need your full commitment. No distractions. Close the other tabs. Put your phone on silent. This is not entertainment. This is surgery for your soul. And I need a comment from you below, an act of commitment. What is the one change you are most desperate to make in your life? Is it financial? Is it spiritual? Is it in your relationships? Write it down. We are about to give that desire a spiritual address. Before I give you the master key, I need you to be part of the mission to share it. We are on a mission to reach 50,000 subscribers, to create a global community of people who are waking up to their true power. If you believe this truth needs to be heard, then join us. Hit that subscribe button right now. Become a part of this holy family, this mishpacha. And if you are one of the few who is ready to become a leader in this new world, I invite you to become a channel member. You will get access to my most advanced inner circle teachings. Click that join button below. Your support is what makes this revolution possible. Now listen, I'm going to tell you a story I have never shared before. It is not a story about my failures. It is a story about my biggest success and why it almost destroyed me. It was the day I officially crossed the 9-figure mark in my net worth. $100 million. The goal I had been chasing my entire life. The number that I believed was the finish line. I remember sitting in my office, looking at the statement from my bank. I had done it. I had won the game. I felt nothing. An absolute, terrifying, soul-crushing emptiness. I had the cars, the houses, the respect, the freedom. I had everything the world tells you that you should want. And I felt more lost than I did when I was a broke accountant. The thrill of the chase was over, and I was left alone on top of a mountain of money. And the view was meaningless. I had spent my entire life climbing the wrong mountain. That night, I realized that the entire premise of my life had been a lie. And in that dark night of the soul, I finally understood the one single foundational secret that I am about to share with you. Here is the fundamental problem. The common enemy that is the source of all your frustration, all your anxiety, and all your lack of fulfillment. You are living your life as a servant when you were created to be a partner. This is the entire problem. You have the wrong job description. You see God as the great, distant CEO in the sky, and you see yourself as a lowly employee on the factory floor. Your entire relationship with life is that of a servant. A servant works for a reward. A servant worries about pleasing the master. A servant waits for instructions. A servant's only goal is to get their wages and go home. And so you pray like a servant. Please, God, give me my wages. Please give me a raise. Please don't fire me. You are living a small, transactional, fear-based life because you have fundamentally misunderstood who you are. The hidden mechanism, the one idea that changes everything, the secret that I understood in my empty office that night, is the shift in identity from being a servant of God to becoming a partner with God. In Hebrew, a shutaf lahakadosh baruch hu, a partner with the Holy One, blessed be He. What is a partner? A partner doesn't just work for a wage. A partner works for the success of the enterprise. A partner doesn't wait for instructions. They take initiative. A partner doesn't just worry about their own small job. They are concerned with the growth and success of the entire company. A partner shares in the responsibility, and therefore they share in the profits, in a way a servant never can. The reason you are not experiencing the life you desire is because you are showing up to work every day with a servant's mindset, when God has been waiting for you in the boardroom with a partnership agreement waiting for your signature. The cost of remaining a servant is the life you are currently living. It is a life of asking, not creating. It is a life of waiting, not initiating. It is a life of worrying about your small portion instead of taking responsibility for the entire enterprise. It is the emptiness of the employee who does their job but has no connection to the ultimate mission of the company. You are playing a small game because you see yourself as a small player. And the universe, which is a perfect mirror, is reflecting that smallness back to you in the form of your bank account and your level of fulfillment. Now let me prove to you from the very first page of the Torah that you were created to be a partner. In the book of Genesis, Bereshit, after God has created the entire universe, He creates Adam, the first man. And what is the very first command He gives him? He says, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it, v'kivshuha." This is the most misunderstood command in the entire Torah. It does not mean to dominate or destroy the earth. The Hebrew word kivshuha comes from a root that means to bring something under your control, to manage it, to refine it, to perfect it. God created a world of immense, raw, untamed potential. He created the raw materials. And then He turned to His new creation, man, and said, "Now, you are my junior partner. I have done my part. Your job is to take the raw materials of my creation and to refine them, to build with them, to elevate them, to reveal their hidden potential." He did not create a finished world. He created a startup, and He made you His partner in growing it. This is the secret of all Jewish success throughout history. We have always understood, on a deep, collective level, that we are not just servants waiting for heaven. We are partners, tasked with the job of bringing a taste of heaven down to earth. We are partners in the ongoing work of creation, of tikkun olam, the healing and perfection of the world. And when you are a partner in the most successful enterprise in the universe, God's enterprise, how can you possibly be poor? It is a contradiction in terms. Your poverty is a direct result of you rejecting your partnership agreement. That night, when I realized I had been living as a servant, my entire life flashed before my eyes. I had been chasing the reward of $100 million. I had been trying to please the master of the market. I had been a very good servant. But I had never shown up as a partner. My epiphany was this. The emptiness I felt was the cry of my soul, which was bored of being a servant and was desperate to do the job it was created for. The goal was not to get $100 million. The goal was to use $100 million in partnership with God to bring more light, more goodness, more healing into the world. The money was not the destination. It was the raw material. It was the fuel for the mission. I had spent my whole life building a giant power plant, and I had forgotten to flip the switch and turn on the lights for anyone but myself. So I made a new decision. I signed the partnership agreement. I stopped asking, God, what can you do for me? And I started asking, God, what can I do for you with what you have given me? I stopped seeing my wealth as a pile to be guarded and started seeing it as a tool to be deployed. I stopped being a dead sea of accumulation and became a kinneret of circulation. And for the first time in my life, I felt truly rich. The emptiness vanished, replaced by a fire of purpose that burns to this day. And paradoxically, the moment I stopped focusing on getting more money, even more money began to flow to me, because the universe is always looking for effective channels to partner with. Now, let me give you the practical 3-step formula to make this shift in your own life. This is how you go from servant to partner. I call it the Partnership Protocol. Step 1. The morning mission briefing. A servant wakes up and asks, "What do I have to do today?" A partner wakes up and asks, "What is our mission today?" Starting tomorrow morning, your first conscious act will be a mission briefing. Before you touch your phone, you will sit up and you will say out loud, "Good morning, senior partner. I am reporting for duty. What is our mission today? How can I, with my unique talents and resources, advance our enterprise of bringing more light and goodness into the world today?" You are reframing your entire day. It is no longer a list of your tasks. It is a series of missions in service of the partnership. This one shift changes everything. Step 2. The proactive proposal. A servant waits for instructions. A partner brings new ideas to the table. Once a week, you will schedule a partnership meeting. You will sit down with a notebook and you will proactively propose a new idea to your senior partner. You will write, "To the Master of the Universe," from your junior partner. "Here is my proposal for how we can grow our enterprise." It could be an idea for a new business that will solve a problem in the world. It could be a plan to mentor a young person in your community. It could be a strategy to use your existing income to fund a new charitable project. You are no longer passively waiting for opportunities. You are actively creating them and presenting them to God for His approval and blessing. You are taking initiative. Step 3. The partner's tithe, Ma'aser Kasafim. A servant pays a tax. A partner reinvests in the business. You must change your entire consciousness around the 10% tithe, the Ma'aser. It is not a tax you are paying to a distant king. It is your automatic, non-negotiable reinvestment into the partnership. When you give 10% of your income to tzedakah, to charity and causes that are advancing God's mission in the world, you are not losing 10%. You are taking 10% of the profits and reinvesting it to grow the company. And what does any good senior partner do when they see their junior partner reinvesting in the business? They match the investment. They give them more responsibility, more capital, more resources to manage. By treating your tithe as a reinvestment, you are demonstrating your partner-level thinking, and you are activating the spiritual law of divine matching funds. This three-step protocol, the morning mission briefing, the proactive proposal, and the partner's tithe, is the practical framework for living as a shutaf, a partner. If you are in your 20s, this mindset will put you on a trajectory that your peers cannot even comprehend. If you are in your 40s or 50s and feel you have wasted your life, this is how you redeem it. This is how you turn your remaining years into a blaze of purpose. The advanced hack is to find a specific problem in the world that breaks your heart, and to make solving that problem the central mission of your partnership with God. This gives your partnership a laser focus and unleashes unimaginable levels of creativity and divine assistance. So here is my challenge to you. This is the only challenge that matters. The 30-day partnership challenge. For the next 30 days, you will live this protocol. You will fire yourself from your job as a servant and promote yourself to your rightful position as a junior partner in the creation of the universe. Here are your 3 immediate actions to prepare. 1. Tonight, write your letter of resignation. Write a short letter that says, "Dear God, I hereby resign from my position as a fearful servant. I am ready to sign the partnership agreement." 2. Schedule your first weekly partnership meeting in your calendar right now. Make it a non-negotiable appointment. 3. Rename your charity or tithe budget line in your finances to Partnership Reinvestment Fund. This is a powerful psychological shift. Remember the promise. This is the only video you need to watch, because this is the only secret that matters. You were not created to be a beggar, a servant, a spiritual employee. You were created in the image of God Himself, to be His partner in the magnificent ongoing work of creation. Your emptiness does not come from a lack of money. It comes from a lack of mission. Your poverty does not come from a lack of resources. It comes from a lack of responsibility. Step up, sign the contract, report for duty, partner. As the final verse of the very first chapter of the Torah says, after the creation of man, "And God saw all that He had made, and behold, it was very good." The work was not finished. It was just the beginning. It was the moment the senior partner looked at his new junior partner and said, "The raw materials are very good. Now, let's get to work." Shalom, and may you be blessed with the courage to accept your promotion, the wisdom to be a worthy partner to the King of the universe, and the infinite, overflowing abundance that is the natural inheritance of a true partner in the greatest enterprise of all time. Amen.